Hello and welcome to another Feature Friday. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about KONI shocks and trying to clear up some questions about different designs and architectures of KONI shocks. So we've got a very wide assortment of shocks and struts here. We'll go through the different overall architectures. Overall, there's really two broad categories of KONI shocks. There's the manual adjust and the non-adjustable or self-adjusting. And so broadly speaking, with the manual adjust, what you're doing is you're adjusting the rebound damping of that shock. So that's when the shock is extending out. So here's some examples of manual adjust shocks. So first, we've got our 87 series manual strut. So the 87-2656, this is for a Sprinter 2500 two-wheel drive front strut. There's also the 87-2657 is a really common one we do on the Sprinter 3500 rear-wheel drive coaches. So again, on those manual adjust struts, as with any shock, you compress it fully, rotate it till that adjuster cam locks in. You can back it all the way off and it stops. Then you rotate it clockwise to get it to adjust tighter, and you're adjusting the rebound damping. So we'll back this one all the way off again. On those struts, they do like to expand on their own a little bit. Get that, yep, there we go, it's backed all the way off. The way we ship them typically is backed all the way off unless the coach owner specifies otherwise. So that's the front strut. So 87 series manual adjust strut. So other examples of that same architecture. On the back, you've got the 82 series. So 82-2585. 82-2588 would be another example of one of the Sprinter rear shock part numbers. So again, this is manually adjustable. Uses the same process. So see there, it's locked in. I can't rotate it counterclockwise. I can adjust it clockwise to increase that rebound damping. We'll back that all the way off again. So the 82 series utilizes, I believe, a 33 millimeter piston. By comparison, you've got the 88 series. So this is an 88-1641 SP3. So the 88 series of manual adjust KONI, that's used really primarily bigger coaches. So like this 88-1641 SP3, that's used on the front suspension, the New-Way independent front suspension, used on some older Freightliners, country coach, different applications like this. This is a very, very strong shock because it is valved for IFS. And yeah, it takes a lot to pull that one out. But same process where you collapse it fully. Make sure it's backed all the way off there. So that's its softest adjustment point. So you can see here the difference diameter wise. This is a 36 millimeter piston. This is about a 33. So, but overall, other than just the size of the shock, the piston size, the 82 series and 88 series of KONI manual adjust shocks are very similar. This is just used more on smaller coaches, van applications, where this is larger motorhome applications. Then the one different color here, this is our Sprinter rear shock. So this essentially uses the same architecture as the 88 series manual adjust shock. We just worked with KONI to actually do a custom valving on this one for the back of the Sprinter 3500 series motorhomes, and really wanted to get this one really fine-tuned for that Sprinter application, where we went pretty soft in compression, but again, even at its minimum adjustment, it is quite strong. Very similar in that low-speed rebound control compared to that 1641 SP3, but with less compression damping to get a better ride quality for that solid axle rear application on the Sprinter motorhome. To finish off in that vein of manually adjustable KONI shocks, I will talk about the 90 series. So this is a 90-2626. This is a larger piston size. Believe it's roughly 46 millimeters on these. But same process on that, where you rotate it counterclockwise fully for minimum adjustment, turn it clockwise to adjust, and you can see that difference in rebound damping. So this is used more on larger coaches, diesel pusher applications, more of like bus applications as well. Really good strong shocks. So those are our manual adjust, with the exception of this here. So, and now here's an example of where color can be a little bit misleading with KONI struts. So this is an 8705-1331. So this is the FSD self-adjusting front strut for the Sprinter 3500 rear-wheel drive application. Generally, anytime you see that 05 as the last two digits of the first four digits of the part number, that indicates that it's going to be an FSD self-adjusting shock absorber. So you can see there, active, frequency selective damping technology. So what does that actually mean? Well, that's referring to a little secondary module in the valving that's connected to the piston rod that's essentially varying your rebound damping. So remember how I said on the manual adjust, those are actually varying the rebound damping through manual adjustment. On the FSD self-adjusting, this little module in the valving, actually depending on the frequency of the bump inputs that it's getting, actually varies that valving on its own. So what that means practically for a high frequency series of bumps, think like chatter, ripples in the pavement, that kind of thing, that valving opens up to actually let your suspension move more freely and transmit less of that harshness to you as the driver, versus over lower frequency stuff, think like just dips in the pavement, a lane change event, just kind of a one-off thing like that, where you want the shock to be firmer to control that movement. The valving is actually stronger in those cases. So that's how the frequency selective damping works. And this is one example of that on the 8705, which is a front strut part number. So anytime you see that 8705 prefix in the part number, you know that's going to be a front strut. And same with, just to go back to the manual adjust, again, that's an 87 series. So 87 dash, just only two digits on the front, indicates manual adjust. 8705 indicates FSD self-adjusting. Okay, so speaking of FSD, we'll go to probably one of the more common varieties of KONI's most motorhome owners may be familiar with. So this is an 8805-1020. This is a Freightliner XC front shock. FSD, so again, frequency selective damping. This gold color is generally what you're going to see when you're talking about a just a standard KONI shock for motorhome applications. That is that FSD self-adjusting technology. So again, if you see a gold KONI shock, that does mean it's going to be FSD, going to have that FSD module in the valving. There are some variations on that in terms of diameter, but it is going to mean that it has that FSD in it. But not every FSD shock is going to have that same gold color. We've already seen how we've got with the 8705-1331, you've got a red front strut that is FSD. Here we've got a rear shock that also is red, but you can see there KONI has said active frequency selective damping technology. So this is the 8805-1056. So same four-digit prefix for the part number as the 8805-1020. So 8805, that indicates it's going to be this overall size of shock diameter-wise, so about a 36 millimeter piston. It is going to be FSD, but doesn't always mean it's going to be gold. So this is the rear Sprinter 3500 shock for up to the 2018 model year. So FSD, frequency selective damping, it is not manually adjustable. It does have that self-adjusting module. So basically the same architecture between these two shocks, just a different valving for different applications, and you can see different mount style. That Freightliner XC front shock uses kind of a unique, smaller mount on top, but overall, these are the same basic architecture. So that's the 8805 series FSD. Now we'll jump up to the EVO architecture that we've got here. So this is a non-FSD EVO. This is the 99B-3209. So that 99B prefix to the part number, that indicates it is going to be an EVO shock and not self-adjusting. So what does EVO mean? It means it's got a larger piston. It uses a slightly different piston design compared to the 8805 series as well. It's about a 50 millimeter piston. And so bigger bore size means you get more control. Also, you can do more fine tuning with it to have lower pressure, so you can get a better ride over those higher frequency impacts, over where the shock is being compressed or extended faster, but also more better ride over those, and then more control over the slower movements for that, like the porpoising control, low speed sway. So these work really well on diesel pushers. KONI's been using them for diesel pushers and buses for some time, and then just recently they have adapted these for the gas coaches as well as the Super Cs, which we'll get into that with the next one. But I do again want to point out here, this shock does not have a dust cover on it, and that is okay. We've done other videos on that. Don't be alarmed by that. Just make sure that you install it this way with the body of the shock downward. It will not work if you flip it upside down, or will not work properly. Check out the other videos we've done on this topic, but make sure whether or not it has a dust cover, you install it this way. All right, so now that gets us to the EVO FSD. So this is a 9905 FSD EVO. So it uses basically the same overall architecture in terms of piston diameter, that 50 millimeter piston, as what you've got with the 99B series, but it adds that FSD, that frequency selective damping. So that way you get the control benefits of the 99B series. You get the benefit of being able to run lower pressures for those faster movements. And then even on top of that, you get that FSD feature for over those kind of ripples in the pavement, that kind of chatter stuff, where the FSD really helps to quiet that down as well and transmit less of that up to you as the driver. So 9905 indicates EVO with FSD. And then the last thing I'll point out, these are a little bit of an oddball. So this is the 9005-1087. KONI does not market this as an EVO. They do market it as an FSD. As you can see, it's got the shiny gold color. It is a larger bore compared to the 8805 series FSD. This would be for a Prevo, but they're not marketing it as an EVO. So we don't know exactly what size the piston is in this without cutting one open. But again, that same 4-digit, 9005, again indicates FSD, where you see the same thing with the 9905, the 8805, and the 8705. All of those indicate that it's an FSD shock. So with that, that's our overview of the wide range of KONI shocks for motorhome applications. I know this was not entirely comprehensive. Again, it's focused really on motorhome applications. If there's anything we missed, any questions you have, please let us know in the comments below. And please remember to like and subscribe to see more informational content like this. And until next time, we want to wish you safer and happier driving. Thank you.